So I've been thinking about 100 ways that I wanted to make this video. What I could say, how I should say it, and the conclusion that I came to is to treat this the same way I would have treated my videos in the past, raw and unfiltered. So, trigger warnings. Some things in this might be very triggering for some people. Let's just get that out of the way right now. I'm not a medical health professional. I'm just somebody who cares and who has been through things. If you need help, go get it. I can be here to talk to, but that's about it, right? With that being said, I want to start this off by saying I'm extremely grateful to everybody who's been here, to the people that didn't give up on me, and to the people who dealt with all of my bullshit. I appreciate you. Thank you. 1,000,000 times. I can't repay you for that. It's just something that I have to live a better life afterwards. And that's all there is to that side of this. 6 months ago, if you told me that I was going to be making this video, I would have told you that you were fucking stupid. And so would the doctor that told me the same thing. I never in my life had any fear towards death in any fashion, any sense of the manner. And I didn't feel that for the most part when I was told by the doctor that my body was shutting down and that there was nothing they could do for me unless I just stopped drinking. They were like, you're beyond the point of us helping you. If you don't stop, you're dead. So I'm going to hand you this paper and I'm going to beg you to call this number when you go home because that's all that's left. That's the point that I was at. I tried very not successfully to hide it from public eye, right? But obviously that shit does not go unnoticed. So the more noticeable it became, the more concerned people started coming to me, and I really appreciate all of you. You guys know who you are. I fucking love you. Thank you. Seriously. I really appreciate that a fuck ton. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. So I was more angry than scared because I have not done what I want to do here yet. Not by a long shot. We ain't even fucking 1% done with my goals here. So I was more angry than anything else when it came to that side of it. The decision to go to rehab was a very crystal clear, legit, this is the time kind of decision. I looked at the number for 2 days and I finally started making phone calls. Took me about 2 weeks to get into a place, and when I arrived and started detoxing, it started getting so bad so quickly. Before I was even in the ward, like the nurses from the front desk that like do the paperwork and stuff were giving me medications and shit already because they could hear me vomiting in the bathroom. That was only from like 3 hours of not drinking. It was bad. I didn't think I was gonna survive that part. I swear, if the meds weren't there, I wouldn't have survived the withdrawals in the first place. That would have taken me out. That first week was filled with just talking to other people, obviously other people going through trauma and addiction. And it was really eye-opening because I just naturally became somebody that people wanted to talk to in there. And just giving them advice and talking to them about life and shit, and they're like, I can't believe that you're only 27 years old, right? It was crazy in there for me. And then I wanted to stay, but they couldn't get a bed for me. So I ended up getting out for a few days and went to a halfway house after a few days at home. And I stayed at the halfway house for a month. That was fucking wild. I can make a whole long ass video about stories of that individually. The most important thing I learned there was a sense of like individual responsibility, because they were very assertive about instilling that right out the gate. Personal responsibility, accountabilities, you need to get a job, rent has to be paid here, this kind of stuff. I ended up only staying for a month and then coming home because I wanted to go back to work. So that's exactly what I did. I went back to work and I haven't stopped working. I've picked up like new hobbies and do a lot more things than I used to. It's not just music anymore. It's making videos for YouTube and shit like that. Like, I have more hobbies now. It's better. It's nicer. I like it. And I think the hardest point was definitely heading towards 4 months. I started to have a lot of tempting thoughts around that point, and I learned a skill that it's, I guess you could call it equivalent to just not giving a fuck, right, when the thoughts would creep in. But I basically trained myself to be like, okay, thoughts generally will last 5 to 10 minutes because the brain is very fleeting, especially when you're like crazy and hectic as my brain is. It'll go to something new real quick. So fucking, I just let the thought go and let it sit there, and then it will go away as I focus on other things. A lot of people go to meetings. That's helpful for people. I understand that. It's not what I did. I went back to work and then I just started working on a bunch of shit and focusing on my mental health and helping out other people that were in the same, or like in the same situation that I was, right? Helping other people has helped me more than me helping myself ever could. I understand why that is something that's highly encouraged in recovery, because it really does work. Helping other people helps you even better than you can help yourself sometimes, because through helping other people you can develop this very specific understanding of the things through seeing it right in front of you in a different person. And because it's such an individual experience and everybody has different traumas and different courses of action that were taken in their addictions and stuff, you learn so many fucking sides of life that you understand everything about humans at a certain point from just talking to so many different kinds of people. Like, I've learned so much in the last 6 months, and I'm gonna have to make so many videos to explain it all, but this is just the base of like a intro. This is pretty much just an introduction to this, because I'm gonna have to make more videos. I'm not gonna have enough time to tell you guys everything in this video, but I just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about that stuff for you guys. If things are going badly in your life and you're struggling with addiction, please go get help. Like I said, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just a fucking dude online who can talk to you and encourage you to better yourself. And I really highly encourage you to do that, because your life can be beautiful and you can fucking achieve anything. I promise you that. I'm fucking proof. That's all there is to it. Look at the people around you that struggled with these things and then made something great of themselves. The numbers are fucking endless. It's all around you. Find inspiration in that. Love each other. Support each other. I'm going to make more of these videos like this. I love you guys. Seriously, to all of you that have been here for me, thank you. I love you a million times. You really did save my life. And I can't wait to show you guys more of the impact that we can have on people with all of this. So have a beautiful day. I hope that you guys are doing well. I love you a million times. Deuces.